Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Half-Life 2. We're having a look at this because we've been on a Half-Life kick, right? We've covered Half-Life 1, Black Mesa, Half-Life Alyx, and now we're having a look at 2. And if you guys want, we'll have a look at episode 1 and 2 as well. So, arguably one of the best games of all time. I mean, it's not really an argument, it absolutely is. Even if you don't personally like it for some weird reason, you can't deny its pedigree and what it did for the industry. So it doesn't really need much more of an introduction other than the fact that it's awesome and we're going to reminisce about it for a while. Anyway, so let's go. New game. I suppose start new game. All right. Here we go. It was cool. We had a little bit of back and forth when I was covering. It was either Half-Life or Black Mesa. You can check the videos.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman.
But the fact that they're in two radically different geolocations, but it's never really addressed.
To imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until, well, let's just say your hour has come again.
So, the G-Man, who is this sort of...
right man in the wrong place.
Oh, there we go, the
can
great
make
line.
all the difference in the world.
Mysterious
So
bloody
wake up,
puppet strings
Mr.
operator.
Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
And it's cool because it's never really played out, and unfortunately... Well, I mean, I haven't clocked Half-Life Alyx, so there might be more answers in there.
I didn't see you get on.
No, well, it's because I didn't really. But you've got the G-Man manipulating events in some capacity in Black Mesa, and then he seems to have some sort of extra... I don't have the words for it. Godlike powers, in a way. Stuff that we don't have.
Well,
And puts Gordon in storage after Half-Life 1 for like 20 years.
Welcome.
And then you just magically reappear.
To City 17. You have chosen or been
So this is
chosen
in
to
Europe.
relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers. I thought so much of
Someone pointed out that the
that
people
I
might have been
technically-
forced... Hang on, you know what? Maybe, can we put like subtitles on or something like that? Difficulty. Captioning. Here you go. Closed captions. Lovely.
publish
this
my
stuff, it's all I have
administration
left.
here.
Are you the only ones on that train?
Yeah.
I'm moving.
Sorry, Shaz.
Our benefactors.
Yeah, so someone pointed out that humanity might have been sort of mass relocated.
Whether you are here to
He did just say, Breen did just say it's one of the last remaining cities. So perhaps the planet was mass devastated by the Combine rocking up. And as we discussed in the first game, essentially that's...
Again?
I think this is my understanding. The first game serves as sending out ultimately a beacon out into space that the Combine pick up, right? Because we accidentally open a portal, and that's pretty much it. That's the huge important takeaway from Half-Life 1, is that there is a huge portal pulse, or, you know, like these blokes, the Combine, picked it up on their radar a bazillion years away,
This must be
and then they
unstable.
drove
I got
over.
a standard relocation coupon just like everybody else.
And Gordon, and as the protagonist, you miss out on all of that. So in the interim, between Half-Life 1 and the portal opening, the Combine fly over here, they conquer Earth, and they implement this like sympathizer system, and then you reappear. About that beer I owe you.
About that beer I owed you.
Hello, Barney.
It's me, Gordon. Barney from Black Mesa.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
You're right.
Yes, Barney, what is it?
So
I'm in the
all these
middle of a
named
critical
characters
test.
from the
Sorry,
Black
Doc, but
Mesa
look who's
institution
here.
are in this one city together, and it's run by Breen, who is the director, and that's quite the coincidence.
He was about to board the express to Nova
whatever,
Prospect.
it's to make storytelling work,
What
but
do you intend?
I'm thinking.
it seems a little bit
Around here
strange to me.
somewhere. She would have a better idea.
Though,
Who'd get in
Devil's
here.
Advocate,
As long as he stays away from checkpoints,
because he wasn't
we should
really
be
a dude in
okay.
the first game.
Listen,
He
I gotta
wasn't
go,
really,
Doc.
like,
We're
they
taking
put a
enough
name
chances
on
as it is.
him.
Very well. And, Gordon?
It's good to see you.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gordon. You're gonna have to make your own way.
No,
to Dr.
you know what?
Connor's
Actually, it's
lab.
not that much of a coincidence. The
man,
Breen
that's what I was
being in
afraid of.
charge, the
Get in here,
director of
Gordon,
Black Mesa
before
being
you
the
blow my
director of the
cover.
city is a bit of a coincidence. But
Pile up some stuff to get through that window.
but presumably, if you went to one of the
I'll
other cities,
meet up with you later.
there'd be a bunch of people from Black Mesa there as well. I'm guessing. I suppose the greater coincidence is the fact that any of them are still alive. If in fact there are only so many cities left, and you've been relocated to Europe, to me that implies that like America doesn't exist, like it's been absolutely obliterated. The fact that there's anyone that could recognize me from Black Mesa still alive in any of these cities is, I would think, infinitesimally unlikely.
Let me read a letter to proceed.
What are you gonna do about it, huh?
Why has the company seen fit to suppress our reproduction
Ow.
cycle? Sincerely, a concern.
Now get out of here, eh?
Thank you for writing. Concern. Of
So is this
course,
like a
the question touches on one of the
food
basic
dispenser or
biological
something?
impulses,
What did you get?
with all its associated hopes
Clothes.
and
Oh, it
fears
gives you
for the future
clothes.
of the species. I also detect some unspoken
Okay.
questions. Do our benefactors really know us? What gives them the right to make
This fucking mouthpiece scumbag.
Will they ever deactivate the suppression field and let us breed again?
Yeah, that's the thing. They've got a suppression field, so we can't have kids. Okay. Fuck, Jesus. Look at that. That's cool. Oh man, what a game! Okay. What's going on here? Yep, very good. What's going on, boys?
This is how it always starts. First the building, then the whole block. They have no reason to come to our place. Don't worry, they'll find one.
This is such great storytelling. I talk about it. It's a shame that it's becoming a lost art. Why is this game so good at showing the player an immersive experience without force feeding and dumping fucking exposition, and yet so many modern games can't figure this out, right? Like, how hard would it be to just copy it, you know? And it really makes me lose faith. I think there's an entire generation of writers in the game industry that have an ego, that fancy themselves to know better. You know what I mean? Because, like, straight up, if I was a writer, I'd be drawing heavy inspiration from all of this, all the environmental storytelling, stuff that's so unique to a video game. Like, look at this. This is telling us a story without writing anything. All these pricks kicking in doors and that. It's also directing us through the environment, right? So now we want to go through this door, right? This bloke's just sitting here listening to the radio all dejected, right?
Oh, I thought you were a cop.
Yeah,
He's one of us.
he's one of us.
Down there.
I told you they'd be coming for us next.
Just this once, I hope you're wrong.
Will they ever deactivate the suppression field and let us breed again?
So good.
I can't take it anymore.
He's gonna be okay.
See?
What are we going to do?
We'll think of something.
It's so good. It's subtle. There's no browbeating.
When is it all going
Anyway.
to end? Please.
And don't get me wrong, this game is fantastic for its own reasons.
Attention, residents. Miscount detected in your block. Cooperation
But
with your civil
it's a shame that I'm sort of
Punish full ransom reward.
celebrating
Head for the roof.
techniques that should just be a given. Do you know what I mean? Half-Life's awesome in its own right,
All citizens and local residential block.
but, you know, it's a shame that I'm sitting here going, oh wow, how good is this storytelling? When the truth is, like, I don't want to say it's not good, it should just be the standard. And for a while there it was. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even actually focusing on the story, the world, the interesting, unusual sci-fi elements and how it all meshes together. I'm just talking about how they're presenting story beats and environment, like what I would assume is story writing 101. Anyway, now I'm getting myself worked up. Getting annoyed at sort of this lost art. Instead, now we have protagonists that just fucking talk to themselves non-stop. Just non-stop audio bloody vomit. Because that's how storytelling is now.
No, you don't.
And the Horizon game's a great example, you know. But that's just because that's sort of current year at the moment, but that's just one example.
Dr. Freeman, I presume.
That's me. What's going on, Shaz?
You better hurry. The Combine can be slow to wake, but once they're up, you don't want to get in their way.
No, that's true.
Dr. Kleiner said
You
you'd be
bash all
coming
these
this way.
dudes, did you?
I don't think it occurred to him that you might not have a map. I'm Alex Vance.
Hello, Alex.
My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though.
No. Why would I? You weren't in the
Man, a
game.
few words, aren't you?
Yep.
Remember him from Black Mesa? Your
No.
old administrator. Don't get my dad started on Dr. Breen. Through here.
See, now that was a necessary sort of thing because that's something they've added that wasn't actually in the first game. But how long did that take? 2 seconds? So good.
Funny, you showing up on this day in particular.
Right? Quite the coincidence. Oh.
We've been
Okay.
helping people escape the city on foot. It's a dangerous route to my father's lab, through the old canals. Today, we're finally on the verge of having a better way. Here, let me buy you a drink.
Now, I can't remember, but are the
and by the
human
way-
population
Nice to finally meet you.
aware that the teleport technology is what drew the Combine here?
Blast that little. Where
I don't
did
know
she
if it's
get
ever addressed.
to? Lamar, come out of there.
Uh-oh.
Because here they are
everything
about to
all right,
fire
Dr.
off another
Hello,
teleport
Alex.
experiment 20 years
almost
later.
all right. Lamar has gotten out of her crate
And
again.
you would assume that's
If I
going to
didn't
draw a
know
bit of
better, I'd
attention.
suspect Barney of trapping and... My goodness. Gordon Freeman. It really is you, isn't it?
I
Yep.
found him wandering around outside. Bit of a troublemaker, isn't he?
We owe a great deal to Dr. Freeman, even if trouble does tend to follow in his wake. I must say, Gordon, you come at a very opportune time. Alex has just installed the final piece for our resurrected teleport.
I can't take any credit for the breakthrough, Doctor.
Nonsense. Your talents surpass your loveliness.
Let's just see if this thing works, okay?
Well, is he here?
Yeah, I'm here.
There you are. Man, Gordon, you stirred up the hive.
Did I? Okay.
We can't keep him here long, Doc. It'll jeopardize everything we've worked for.
Don't worry, he's coming with me.
That's right, Barney. This is a red letter day.
Yep.
We'll inaugurate
Big
the new
deal.
teleport with a double transmission.
You mean it's working? For real this time? Because I still have nightmares about that cat.
No, there's nothing to be nervous about.
cat?
We've
What
made
cat?
major strides since then. Major strides.
What cat?
Doc, since he's not taking the streets, you might as well get him out of his civvies.
What? Oh dear, you're right. I almost forgot. Barney, I'll give you the honor.
I've got to get back on my shift, but okay.
Thank you. Is it a tuxedo? Oh, close.
Here we go. Ah! Damn it, get it off me!
Lamar, there you are.
I thought you got rid of that pest.
Certainly not. Never fear, Gordon. She's debeaked and completely harmless. The worst she might do is attempt to couple with your head, fruitlessly.
Get that thing away from me!
Here, my pet. Hop up.
Jump on
No,
my
not
head.
up
Oh my
there.
god.
No, no. Careful, Lamar.
I'll tell you what, he's
Those are
game
quite
letting that thing
fragile.
on his head.
Oh, fie. It'll be another week before I can coax her out of there.
Yeah, longer if we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
Barney, you're not an animal person.
Oh yeah, give me that music.
Well, Gordon, I see your HEV suit still fits you like a glove.
That's it.
At least the glove parts do.
Yep.
I've made a few modifications, but I'll just acquaint you with the essentials. Now, let's see.
Get your little
The Mark
checklist.
5 hazardous environment suit has been redesigned for comfort and utility. Oh dear.
Doc, we don't have time for this. At least get that suit
Distant
juiced up,
sirens.
Gordon.
Good idea. There's a charger on the wall.
Yes. Yes, great idea.
I've modified your suit to draw power from Combine energy outlets, which
Oh,
are
that's
plentiful
nice.
wherever they patrol.
Cool. How good's their little
Meanwhile,
ramshackle
let's get
lab?
the show on the road.
It's a great example of a sequel that's just, you know, that goes in a bit of a different direction. Still the same source material, but very different. I think I'm in that photo.
Well,
Yeah,
come
there
on.
he is.
Dr. Cleaner's waiting.
Gordon, why don't you position yourself near the panel over there and wait for my word?
Okay.
Isaac, are you there?
Yes, Eli. Bit of a holdup on this end. You'll never guess who found his way into our lab this morning.
That's not who I think it is it?
Indeed it is, and it's our intention to send him packing straight away in the company of your...
Now, is it mentioned or
Are you ready for us, Dad?
inferred that
all
Gordon
set on
hasn't
this.
aged?
Then let's
Because
do
I got
it.
that impression
Let's see, the massless field flux should self...
that he's been in sort of stasis for 20 years.
Base and LT orbifol, Hilbert inclusive. Conditions could hardly be more...
Or maybe I'm just making that
That's
assumption
what
on
you
my
said
own.
last time.
Hey, yeah, about that cat.
Initializing in 3, 2, 1...
Oh,
No, fiddlesticks. What?
it's alright, I got it.
Excellent.
You gonna let Gordon throw the switch?
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Go right ahead.
Is it this? It is.
Very good. Final sequence. Commencing now.
Fuck, she's brave.
Okay.
So it's interesting.
Well,
It just
did it
occurs to
work?
me that it's
Speak
not
for
like
yourself.
I created the first portal in Half-Life. We created a resonance
My relief
cascade.
is
That's what
almost
caused the
palpable.
problem, right?
Fantastic work.
And they already had
Well, I can't take all
regular
the credit.
portals
Dr.
opened
Freeman
to
proved an
Zen,
able assistant.
where they were
Go
sending
ahead and bring
scientists in HEV
Right you are.
suits
Speak to you again in a few
to collect
Good job,
samples.
Gordon. Throwing that
And what
switch
happened
and
is
all.
we
I
chucked
can
that
see your
sample
MIT education really pays
into-
for itself.
All right, Barney.
into the laser
Your
that
turn.
caused the cascade. So it's not that we
Gordon,
opened a
as soon as
portal
you're
that
in
drew the
position,
attention, it's the
we'll send
resonance
you back.
cascade.
And not a moment too soon.
I have to investigate what the resonance cascade
Initialize
actually was.
In 3,
But
2,
it seems that it opened just a super portal, right?
Barney, if you'd be so kind.
Good luck out there, Gordon.
Yes, indeed.
So can you hear
We're
that
ready
alarm?
To project you, Gordon.
Yeah,
Bon
so
voyage,
it
and
seems
best
Alex's
of luck in your future
teleport
endeavors.
set the
Final
alarm off. That's what it sounds like to me.
What is it?
It's your head, the freaking headhumper.
Oh. See you, Lamar. Is Lamar with him?
What's going on, Judy?
I'm not sure. It seems to be some kind of interference.
Gordon, stay put. You'll get you out of there.
Something is drawing him away.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you? How did you get in here?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Get him out of there.
We're losing him again.
The man I saw. I'm all but certain it was Gordon Freeman.
Oh, named and shamed. Yeah, no. Nah, don't want that.
He didn't come through.
Then where is he?
Behind you. Shut
Hello.
it down. Shut it down.
You must get out of here. Down out of sight. I'll come find you.
Oh no, the police have seen me. Oh, where do I go? How have I forgotten all this already? Did I just go around in a circle? I did too. Haha, you idiot. Okay, we'll go up here. And we'll fall off the stairs as well. My god. Game journalist mode engage. Now, Barney comes out, I think, and has a chat. Man, what a setup.
Hey, Gordon!
Hello.
The Citadel's on full alert. I've never seen it lit up like that. Get out of City 17 as fast as you can, Gordon. Take the old canals, right? They'll get you to Eli's lab. It's a dangerous route, but there's a whole network of refugees, and they'll help you if they can.
Okay.
I'd come with you, but I gotta look after Dr. Kleiner. Oh, and before I forget, I think you dropped this back in Black Mesa.
So look, it's a bit corny,
Good
but I'll
luck out
take
there,
it. A
buddy.
bit of homage.
Gonna need it.
And then off we go. This is good, giving me an opportunity to think about the story and unpack it out loud a little bit. Oots, 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 oots. Yeah, fuck you. Scanner dead. I can get through somewhere, can't I? Yeah. Here we go. So the physics engine in Half-Life 2 was sort of revolutionary for all. In we go. Surely there's a load screen down here. Yeah, you can sort of feel where the levels are stitched together. Root canal.
Help me! Stop! We didn't do anything!
Wait. That flatlining sound is so cool.
You'd better run. There's nothing else you can do here.
No, I'm sorry that your friends did. Crowbar swoosh. Yes. Oh, I can't shoot through the grate? Do a roll, mate. Good work. God, the gun is meaty. It feels good. I'm gonna wait for the choo-choo train, I think. Can you hit it while it's moving? Yeah, because I think it stops eventually. Ah, let me in. Stop blinding me, you bastard. Okay. Ha. Sucked in. am I supposed to go through? Oh, the door did open. Okay, cool. Asking the important questions there, Scarlet. Let me in. So even that, like these lambda locator markers are an indicator that there's like a sort of hidden stash. Got him. Ah, that burnt me. Wait, is that one on fire? No. Oh, the music's pretty hip, pretty cool. Dude, I've killed so many men. Can't get through there. Let's go for a swim. Oh. Wait, did they all just get run over by the train? Sucked in losers. And so that's the sort of core of this game, for the most part, is a sort of, well, at least in the first act, is running the railroad, right? Is trying to get to the lab.
Guess those sirens are for you, huh?
But
Good
sort
thing
of
you found us. You're not the
transit is a big
first to come
core
through
of it.
The Combine's reckoning has come.
Because then you get to a point where you
just a
sort of
lookout for the Underground
attack the
Railroad.
Citadel, so you make
Main
the trip
station's
back
right around
in.
the corner. They'll get you started on the right foot. Meanwhile, let my Vortigaunt friend here give you a jolt to get you going.
And you know, the fact that it's had this time jump, like the Vortigaunts were sort of our enemies in the first game, but now they're allies.
Be careful now. We really can't afford.
And I think they were less
Civil
enemies in the
protection
first
tax
game
down
and
here
more
is
just
bad news for the whole railroad.
confused and being ripped through a portal. You know, they didn't really do anything wrong, but all of a sudden they're in this weird alien place, Earth. You're sort of sympathetic. Oh man, it's cool to be playing this. Anyway, so now we get into the game turns a little bit more horror as we go off the beaten path and have to deal with barnacles and zombies, and it's all a bit creepy and gloomy. But yeah, such a great game. Very different from the first game, yet still drawing from its source material, paying homage, and just being a fantastic sequel. A lot of people herald this to be better than the first game, and I can understand that, given that it's more modern and that, they actually made more of an effort to tell story and all that, whereas the first one is still from that era that predates that sort of storytelling. Think your original Dooms and all that, where it was just gameplay because that's all games were at the time. It's so old that it predates modern storytelling techniques, whereas this is right on the sort of cusp and arguably ushered in the sort of modern games can be more kind of way of looking at game design and storytelling. Anyway, such a great game, and it's always good to go back and check it and see our roots, where we come from, and it still holds up. It's still so solid, and beyond that call, which is that it still holds up, is the thing that I've been saying more and more recently. It's not even that it's holding up, it's that modern games seem to be losing their way, and it's a bit tragic that it's being forgotten. Anyway, but yeah, so it goes. So if you're feeling a little bit burnt out or a bit browbeaten or treated like a baby by the way that modern games, especially in the AAA space, seem to have lost their way in telling good story, go back to Half-Life 2, man. Go back to some of these classics. They are still great, and it's not just the realm of nostalgia. I'm not necessarily a nostalgic guy that's tied up in the past and goes back to old retro games habitually. I actually enjoy modern stuff more. People who follow the channel know that I don't have a lot of nostalgia. But, you know, if the quality of modern games is dropping off, which it kind of is in the storytelling department, then go back to where it was good. Anyway, Tim, might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.